So Dave and Fraser have signed a new 2.5-year deal.
Yeah.
Was it an easy decision to keep them on?
I think it was an important decision, and it was a decision that was justified and warranted by the hard work and performances that Dave and obviously Fraser as his assistant and head coach have done over a long period of time now. And I think the timing was right. It's been a difficult year. You know, we should have got promotion the year before, and due to COVID that didn't happen, and then everything that COVID's caused for so many people, including this club. It was a point where I felt coming up to Christmas we wanted to put out a positive message and to do something that shows that we're still on a progression and that we're going to progress this club in a professional manner. And I'd spoke with both Dave and Fraser, and I could see that they were delighted that we'd actually come forward, but also that they were committed. And that was a big difference, because without that commitment, that often a contract means nothing. So I think it's been the right decision for us as the people behind the scenes with the club. I think it's absolutely the right decision for the club, and it's proven to be a great decision by Dave and Fraser on the day that they actually came here, and what they've done. It's just another enhancement of how well we work together.
So obviously you said there that a key for the club is progression. Is that the main reason for making this decision?
Yeah, but that progression doesn't necessarily mean that there's any pressure about promotion or results any more than what the guys put on themselves to achieve that. When I say progression, I mean in terms of the professionalism of the club and how we move forward. We now know what our management team's going to be for the next 2.5 years. The players know who's in charge. They know what to expect. It gives Dave and Fraser the ability to think a bit more long term and give their commitment totally to what we're trying to achieve here. But first and foremost, it's about a progression of our professionalism rather than any other ulterior motives that we wish to place upon them as a management team.
So obviously the team have been in great form this season. Do you think now was the perfect time rather than the end of the season?
Yeah, as I say, I think the reason for the timing was everything that's gone on in the past and what, you know, the disappointments we've had. We had disappointment by not being able to go and be promoted when we should have been. We've had disappointments in the performances we put in the FA Cup against York City that showed how far we've come along, but we didn't quite make that next step. The COVID is a massive disappointment to everyone involved in football, the club, but the general community and population anyway. We're coming up to Christmas and it's time for positive messages, so I think that alongside that it was the right thing to do, the right time, that's enough motivation for us to do it, and that's why it's been done.
They've already got one promotion under their belt.
Should have been two.
Yeah, should have
taken
been
away
really.
from them.
What would be your hopes moving forward now?
For us to continue as we are doing, you know, I mean, you can see in the team, I can see the development in the team. The team has developed on from the team that should have been allowed to be promoted last year, taken away from them unjustly. But we've moved on another step, and that's down to the work that Dave and Fraser in particular have put in alongside their other staff, and of course the hard work and commitment of the players and the buying into what's been put before them. So we just got to keep doing that, and if we keep doing that, we keep doing things the right way, then all the things, all the aspirations that we all wish for, they'll come. I've no doubt about that.
Thanks, Paul.